Hey, Japanese Retro Game Center here. Another YouTube video. This one's just on my iPhone, so my apologies for the crappy quality. Or I guess it's lower quality than when I do the regular camera. Anyway, I wanted to do a retro game pickup video. Um, and I don't do a lot of these. I want to do more. So usually I just buy from like recycle shops, from stores that sell used games and stuff like that. In Japan. There aren't as many flea markets per se in general, but the used store, pawn shop-esque stores in Japan are very good, especially for picking up retro games like this. So I usually don't do them because I think it's just pretty simple and straightforward, just buying from a store. But in this case, um, I wanted to talk about it because this was the first I did a transaction, not in the store, I did it in the parking lot actually. So I had a guy, there was a guy that came, and when I was checking out from my video game store, that was where I bought the Capcom Power Fighter Stick. Capcom Power Stick Fighter. Say that 3 times fast. When I was checking out there, I saw a guy walk up and he was trying to sell off his games. And he walked away disappointed. So I told my wife, "Hey, go chase him down. You know, he's throwing all his stuff back in his car. So let's see if we can make a deal." It looked like he had some retro games. So I finished checking out. My wife ran up with 2 kids, right? So got him to stop for a second, and in the parking lot. So I talked to him and said, "Hey, what are you selling? You know, what do you got? I could probably make you a better deal than what they're offering you." So he was looking for a good deal. So he had a PlayStation 2 and some games for that, which he wanted a lot for it, a lot more than I wanted to pay for, so I wasn't interested in that. But the other things he had were the Super Famicom and Famicom stuff, which will look in here. So if you're looking, this is a I Love Penguin. Right? Penguins love music. Feel happiness. So this is actually a tape, right? It's for tapes, but they also work for Famicom, so now I have a little Famicom cassette case. Anyway, so he asked, I started negotiating, how much do you want? And we're like, "Ooh, that's too much, that's too high." So we ended up on Yonsen and so about 4,000 yen, which is like $32 or something. So let's take a look. Is this upside down? Yes, that's upside down. Alright, so Penguin. So the musical Penguin kind of fits with like what's that, Binary Land or Penguin Coon Wars, like Antarctic Adventure. So it fits in with that. So I'm going to call it a Famicom related case. Oh, it's probably not. Let's see. So basic stuff. So Pocketosaurus. Sorry, look at the title there. Pocketosaurus. What else is in here? Spartanex Kung Fu. This is my first time really looking. I took a quick look and was happy with what I saw, like this, like Devil World. There's 2 labels. This is the picture label, then there's the pulse label, heartbeat label, whatever you call it. Solomon's Key. So Yokai, not Yokai Watch, but Yokai Dochuki. Right? So that's a really good game. Family Jockey, part of that family series. There's a golf instruction manual in here, so there you go. Maybe the game's in here too. Family Stadium, 87. Alright, so that's pretty normal. Star Soldier, common game. Load Runner, the regular Load Runner. Okay, Legend of Kage no Densetsu, right? That's, you know, decent game, retro game, right? Saint Seiya, so the Knights of the Zodiac. This is the second one, the Kanketsu. Right. Soccer, there's your Nintendo Soccer. Alright. Hogan's Alley. The gun games were purple, so they did them all purple like that. Duck Hunt. There's Duck Hunt, looks good. Sanma, famous comedian, and this is where he's a Mei Tante, like a Conan, like Detective Conan, so he's a famous detective in this one. In this series, he's more famous for his bad teeth, actually. Ooh. And Mario 3. So, did I say there's a golf game in here? No, there wasn't a golf game in here, but there's a manual, so. Alright, interesting enough. I don't run across those where I just get the manuals, but looks like I did in this case. Alright, so some pretty decent games, alright. Not quite worth 30 bucks yet. Maybe. Actually, no, I think about it. Mario usually goes for 10 or something. And the Yokai Chidoki and Devil World. Between those, that's, even just from there, I'm probably about up to my money's worth. Alright, so, Super Family was just, I think they were all sports games. NBA All-Star Challenge, okay, Street Fighter 2. Oh, here's another Famicom one. So, Mag Max in the box. I need this in the box. So, unfortunately, I don't think it's, like, worth a whole lot. Like, especially for a boxed Famicom game. But, it'll look nice, right here. I still have to test these games. But, there you go. We'll put it right there. Ooh, F-Zero. Okay, F-Zero. A little bit tanned, but, you know, it happens. Sound novel, The Scary Story of Kamaitachi no Yoru. Jinsei Game of Life. Okay, Game of Life is very fun, so I'm going to have to play that with my wife again. We were really into that. So then we have this Super Famicom console. You can see it's tanned a little bit. This is a garbage bag, by the way. Japanese garbage bag. You have to recycle very well. Burnables and non-burnables, you have to sort it. Anyway, 2 controllers. Controllers look good. Feels good, man. Alright. Pretty good shape, actually, for those controllers. Oh, Dragon Ball Z, the fighting game. Chobutoden, alright. So this is kind of, as far as I'm concerned, this is the original DBZ fighter. So after all the ones that have come out now, but that one's kind of the first. And it feels like the first game. It's, you know, you're better off playing Street Fighter, but as far as Dragon Ball, it's really cool. Super Famicom. I still have to test it. It's tanned a little bit, right? It happens. And so you probably saw a little bit of it, but here we go. The Famicom gun. So, oh, my apologies for like moving everything around. I'm sure you guys are dizzy and have a headache now. So the cord's all wrapped up around it. So the Famicom gun. The guy actually explained, hey, this is the gun, and you shoot these, you know, use the Duck Hunt and Hogan's Alley, and he explained to me like, oh, this is what you do, and I just pretended like, oh yeah, that's cool, man. I know exactly, like, you know, I knew what he's talking about. So because I still have this thing, right? So I still have this old TV and nothing, you know, low tech, right? Everything's low tech, no high tech digital TV. Who needs that? I use the old CRT, old busted up CRT, alright, CRT TV. Anyway, so, the gun, alright, so, this makes it more than worth, this alone, more than, what I paid for, so, I think I caught a game store slipping, I guess. So, great deal, great finds, even the games, I mean, there's some, you know, there's some real common games in there, but, even then, there's some pretty good games like the Devil World and Yokai Dolchuki, right? So those games. And of course, the gun. So, the gun and Hogan's Alley and Duck Hunt. So that'll probably be a nice little set for somebody in the near future. As well as the, I'll probably put all these games with that Super Famicom, and maybe I can find a Famicom for the rest of those games. So anyway, very cool find. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment. You know, campfire stories about your video game pickups. We can do all that chit chat and whatnot. So, thanks and see you soon. Bye.